Greetings family, we're live on Revolutionary Cam right here at Bomani Technology. This is Bomani and my wonderful sister Sonika, the Positivity Queen. How you feeling today, sister?
Greetings everybody, welcome. I am feeling amazing.
Yes family, you know we're all about black empowerment and educating our brothers and sisters. Today we're going to talk about getting prepared to traveling to the African continent. You know, we do wonderful tours, and myself and Sonika has just been around the world, 6 continents. She's probably been to more countries than myself, but you know, we bring you the real experience. So you have a book itself that's dedicated to getting people ready for travel.
Yes.
Because it's one of those things where you and I talk about. You worked at the airport, like I worked there before, and one of the things you always find out is people don't have passports.
Perfect. They don't have the perfect documentation, and people don't have the proper documentation needed as your passports and the visas.
Yeah, so we're here to talk about all that good stuff. So family, the most important thing when you're ready to want to travel, don't try to get a passport at the last minute.
It's going to cost you if you do.
And I notice these companies make a lot of money off rush fees. You know, I need to come up with a company like that, because I'll be rich overnight. We literally are just making all these companies rich by doing all these rush visas, rush passports. So that's what you do. Make sure that you apply for your passport minimum 3 months before you travel if you don't have one. And all you have to do is go on the us.gov travel site, travel page, and fill it out online and bring all the documents to a post office that process passports.
Yes.
So that's one of the main foundation thing we don't ever really talk about, because usually we expect when you call us that you have a passport.
Yes, and some people do not have a passport.
And some people do not, so we literally have to just go through this. Please just make sure, you know, even if you plan on traveling a year from now, and once you get your passport and you've complete the 10 years, it's easy to do the renewal process, and it literally takes 3 weeks. I've done a brand new one and I've done a renewal, 3 to 4 weeks. So when you do the rush, you may get it a week earlier, but you have just then spent extra money that you can use for your travel.
I don't even think it's spending. I think it's more so, I would say, it's an investment. It's truly an investment that you need.
The additional fees.
Oh, for the late fee if you're being expedited?
Yeah, the late fees.
Yes, that's true. But getting a passport itself, I would say, it's an investment that you must do.
Yeah, if you're going to travel, because you worked at the airport, at the same airline I worked at, and you're surprised just as me when we talk to people that have been there for 20, 30 years.
And they don't have a passport.
And they say they literally never left this body of land.
And working for the airlines. And
then you always want to mess with people, telling them that, well, then why
are you here? Like,
so, and I always tell you that.
It's a business, it's a job.
They want a job, exactly. But at the same time too, you know, we're trying to encourage people who have these jobs and these benefits to open your mind up.
Yes.
Because the thing of it is, you have a whole world of beautiful black people and opportunities to connect with. And that's one of the main thing that we encouraging people to travel. We're not just saying travel just to travel and spend up all your money. And also feeding your brain and open up your mind to, you know, to the world itself, and it does create great opportunities for yourself. The business that we're in is international travel. Now, if you and I never left here and went to Africa, we wouldn't be doing tours in Africa.
Absolutely.
And we wouldn't be thinking about real estate development and other investments in Africa. So the thing of it is, getting a passport, getting a visa for a country like Ghana, or not getting a visa for a country like Senegal or South Africa.
That's if you're a U.S. citizen. We're referring to.
Yeah, we're referring to based on people being a U.S. citizen, and there's no drama issue with, you know, we just live in America, and most of our customers, clientele, and people we deal with are predominantly from America and deal with American passports. And
but no matter where you are, just get your passport.
It's the same situation, you know, whether you're in the Caribbean or whether you're in Canada, same thing. So family, and the main thing is when you're going to travel with anyone, they should have the visa stuff and certain details for you. So what we have on our website, africafortheafricans.org, is every tour that you go to, whether it's Ghana, Senegal, the Gambia, South Africa, we have preparation information, what to pack, what to bring, and some of the things that you wanted to highlight. You made a note of it. Let's go through your list, because
The vaccinations.
There's so much things to go through.
The different vaccinations. I find that a lot of people, they will ask them, well, you know, they think because you're going to Africa, every African country, you have to go get all these vaccinations. So what are your thoughts on telling people or informing people about getting vaccinations?
Unless a country say that this is a mandatory vaccination and you have to take it or you can't get in the country, it's not mandatory. So what we recommend on our website, once you click on any of our tour link, like example, click on Ghana, May 2020. One of the articles that we have for the preparation is going to call Building Your Immune System.
Yes.
Now, building your immune system goes into natural ways of how you can build up your body energy. Like people always ask me, how you got all this energy and everything, but you know, for me it's in my blood, my DNA, and it's just, I just have that type of energy. But if you don't, you know, literally just adjusting your diet, drinking a lot of water, more fruits,
even
less
before, so
meat. Yeah, you definitely want to do all these things before
the travel.
Even if you're going to take any kind of medicine or like yellow fever, you definitely want to take it at least a few months before, because what you don't ever want to do is take certain things and then travel on these long flights. We had that 14-hour South Africa flight from Atlanta to Johannesburg, and it's like you don't want to be jacked up on that flight if not feeling right. You know, and people calling, is there any medical doctor on the board? And
going up from the vaccinations.
So, and it's not funny or anything, but it's like we always go back to, we want you to be prepared and organized for anything that we do. You know, and I always tell people, go back to, you know, battleship, naval operation, you know, or just any kind of logistics operation movements. You can't decide to just do things at the last minute. You put yourself in a bad situation, and it's the same thing with traveling and moving around. And you know, even when you just came back from our Ghana December journey, you noticed we had a lot of people around us. We had a big group, and we always had people with us whether we went out to the club and certain things. So we always make sure people are safe and everything. So
having a good team.
If you're gonna take a group of people out, you have to make sure that you know where your movements are good, and make sure that you have good local people around to take care of you. But back as we were talking about vaccination and things like that. So build your immune system, family, and be prepared and be organized and be ready. And when you get to the country,
another good thing that from just my own experience, the more that you read regarding your itinerary and prepare for the trip, is more, you're making yourself more knowledgeable. So definitely read the itinerary on the website when you are coming with us, or
yes,
anyone
exactly.
for that.
And well, some people don't even have itineraries. That's if they have itineraries. Or we have itineraries.
They should have itineraries.
You should.
Actually, we have our itineraries and our books. Check it
Absolutely,
out.
family.
This was from our recent trip. You see that? Year to return. You see, this is our itinerary, the overview of.
It's a real book. It's a book. It's an 88-page book. I know it might people probably wonder what's in there.
One of the gifts.
What's in there is all of your tour information, introductions,
previous
where we're
tours,
going, overviews, business and investment
all
connection, market and advertisement, network and information, language translation.
Yeah.
So we put it in the book to just give people a special journey. But that's one of the things I always tell people: if you're gonna go to people, make sure that you're clear about what they're offering, and make sure that you know what's included. Because I see some of these things that like some folks won't have an itinerary. They just throw up a piece of flyer, and then they'll put certain things, and you go find out that dinner's not included, this is not included, the tour's not included, and you're like, what?
And then that's you have to put that back on the person that's watching this. You must read. Reading is fundamental.
And ask
a lot
questions.
of people absolutely
and
ask
be clear
questions
on what you're getting out of the package that you're paying for. So that's one of the main preparation part. What are other things that you have on there?
I'm gonna say I want you to tell them, because one thing that I really enjoyed about our trip to Ghana is your team. How did you build such a outstanding team? And making sure when we came across different, event that occurred. For example, when we had the elders and someone had a medical situation, how your staff jumped into action. But I enjoyed your whole staffing.
Yeah, when you have a group stuff like certain amount of people, you just have additional people each city you go to, and example when we go out at night, we have people that's with us, and we have this general folks around to just look out for people just in case. One time you guys were going to the mall, and I offloaded all of my folks to help you out across the street, and then y'all still thought that wasn't enough. And I was like, I gave you all of our guys, but we have to take the bus back. So you have situations like that. to where if you need to cross somewhere or you need to make a certain movement, a local person that's used to moving around can help you that way. Maybe you don't go the wrong way and get hit by a vehicle or certain things. So all those things has to be planned out. And as you can see, before the bus stopped, I explained to everybody, but people kind of sort of had amnesia.
So let me tell you real quick. After I don't remember. I think we came from the wall that day.
Yeah, and you had to go to the mall.
So we were supposed to go back to a pool party, but I think maybe majority of the bus left.
Yeah, majority of the bus left.
Majority of the bus left. I took the crew. I was the one. First, it was just me getting off to go to the Accra Mall to go to ShopRite, my favorite store. That's my plug in Ghana is ShopRite. So then everyone else was like, well, hey, let's just go. So before we knew it, we had all the elders, the youth, everyone getting off the bus in the middle of Ghana, in the city, in the heart of the city. You had to cross the street, and we were like, Bomani, everybody wants to go to the mall. We changed the itinerary at the last minute, and the staff were on point. They helped all the elders across this busy street. We stopped traffic, and we experienced the mall for a whole hour and a half.
There you go, because
we got to tour the city. We walked back and saw the new developments, and the staff was still with us. Even if the staff wasn't with us, I will say even the people on the tour would agree that you just felt like you were at home. Like, I love Ghana, like, really.
There you go. We get you into a flow where where after a while, you feel a little more comfortable because it's like the bus come pick you up and we move you around, but it's like you gotta, like at nightlife, people think we're gonna take a bus out. I was like, no, we're gonna do a different movement.
Yes.
So that's one of the main things is the movements of everything. That's making sure you have things coordinated and the people available. And the good thing about it, once you do these tours a few times, you always want to go back and put things in perspective. So when we're telling you about certain experiences and certain things and about being open-minded and being focused and also listening, when we're going through details and everything, it's all to get you to where you can enjoy yourself at the highest level and then enjoy everything on an itinerary. Like you see in an itinerary, we have, like you mentioned, we have pool parties, we have nightlife, we go to different sites, from museums to historical places to places of shopping, and so on, and then incredible dining. So you want to be able to be prepared, make sure you bring different clothing. You want to bring clothing to go out tonight. If we're going hiking in the canopy walk, you want to bring shoes where you can climb up climb through the canopy and go up through the forest. Go to.
And you also want to just look good too, because you got to represent. You know how we do, ladies.
Yeah, so the advantage that everybody have now is that they'll see all of us in these videos.
Yes.
So you can literally look and see, oh, that's what different people are wearing and get an idea.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, definitely check out the website, www.africafortheafricans.org. You're going to have a good time. Just come on the trip. Just come. The next one is going to be April. We're going to Senegal and Gambia. Tell them a little highlights on the trip, what they can expect.
That's it, family. So, Senegal and the Gambia. We have 5 days in Senegal and 3 days in the Gambia. So, on that 5-day part of Senegal, we have 3 full days that we go out. Now, we're going to Gorée Island, the historic island of the African Holocaust, and you'll hear the similar stories of if you've been to Cape Coast or Elmina in Ghana. And so literally you'll get the African Holocaust, we'll go out to the island and we literally enjoy the ride across, but then when we get there, it's we're going to this connecting people with what happened, and you have a full presentation.
The roots, the real roots.
Then we have another full day of city tour. You visit the African Renaissance Memorial.
Statue.
There's also a museum under the memorial. Full city tour. And the third day we're gonna go out to Pink Lake, go out shopping further out at the car, and some unique areas. So you're talking about 3 full days that we just out and enjoyed ourselves. When we get to the Gambia. One day is a city tour in Banjul and the outside area. And the other day we're going to James Island and we're going to Jufuri, home of Kunta Kinte. Yeah. So then again we visit the African Holocaust. So these are like roots and culture tour where you get all of the elements to connect you to the country. And then we'll do some networking. So if people are open to find out more about business or living in the country, we'll be able to get into that also. But it's one of the most incredible itinerary. You have 4-star lodging, hotels on the beach in the Gambia, and business hotel in Senegal. It's just an incredible itinerary, and it's based on my experience of being to Senegal 3 times and the Gambia once. and then with all the new and the growing energy of Senegal, I was able to create a more vibrant itinerary because the country is booming, and it's been a while since I've been
It's
there.
awakening.
But it's like, wow, it's going back and revisiting the energy, just like we just came back from South Africa, and it was just incredible. 5 days in Johannesburg and 3 days in Cape Town, and we're going to do the same thing again in November. So that's what we talk about, preparation, because we have all these wonderful journeys, and you just literally have to have things organized and ready. So
we have it ready for you. All you have to do is click that button and send that deposit and get ready for the journey of a lifetime. Yes. Okay. Again, this was Sonika, the Positivity Queen, and the Man of the Hour. That's bringing you nothing but greatness. The best tours on the planet Earth is right here. Only rocks with the best. Mr. Bomani Tahimbe.
Absolutely, family. So we're going to keep it strong, and we're ready for you. So
come to www.africafortheafricans.org. Be amazing.
Alright, so family, the journey of a lifetime continues. We keep it strong.